Right, here we are in AMP, AMP coin. This one was suggested by a subscriber, so thank you very, very much for doing that. If we put the Fibonacci's on this, because I use the Fibonacci's for everything, we get an image that maybe if you've seen my channel and you know how much I use the fibs, or you know how fibs work, you'll notice that maybe this isn't the most bullish projection for a coin. So let's have a look to see what AMP has already done in this cycle. Already, we've seen a 3,880% increase with AMP this cycle already. Obviously the coin only came out in mid-September, or at least this chart is only showing that. So 3,880% increase is, you can make the argument to say it went down here and that was a 14,000% increase, but that looks like an API issue. And we've just capitulated around this area for so long that it makes me think, we haven't actually seen the top for AMP. And where would that top be? Well, I believe the top for AMP on the bearish side, this is a bearish projection, would be anywhere between the 12-cent level and the 17-cent level. But if we were to get, I'm not going to say moon boy-y, but if we were to use the Fibonacci's in a slightly different way, which is also valid, more for short term, we could see that there's actually some extra potential growth for AMP. And I'm just going to place the lines here and remove the Fibonacci's. I would say that there is a possibility, if we really catch the wave with the altcoins and Bitcoin does its retracement to the 0.702 extension, if Bitcoin has seen its top, which is what I believe, an unpopular opinion, we should see Bitcoin come down further, perhaps to the $41,000 level, and retrace back up, almost probably people thinking that it's going to come up and get new all-time highs. In that retracement, that's when we see the altcoins go mad. Should that happen, I believe we're looking at between a 34-cent and a 39-cent AMP. It could explode so much bigger than that because we don't have all the historical data to show what happens with this coin in a massive bullish run. We, of course, have this bars pattern that we can put on. This is a fractal based on what happened in February. If what happened in February happens, would you look at that? We end up right at this area here. We know that this coin can absolutely tear, and let's have a look to see another tear, and we place that tear on here. Yeah, this is all conducive. These are all conducive details. So every time we place a fractal on here, we seem to be exceeding the 13-cent to 17-cent level. And in one fractal back in January, February, which was kind of a blow off top kind of movement, we were looking actually in between these ranges, which was the top of the Fibonacci extensions on the short term. So you would be looking at between a 39-cent and a 34-cent. And let's just see, if AMP did decrease in price 96, 97, 98% from the top of these Fibonacci's, where would we be looking at to get to? Because this is what the coins typically do when they come down in price. 96% ends up right there. Does anyone notice anything about where that line falls? That line falls at this previous peak, the peak that came out at the beginning. Very interesting, right? So if I were to buy in the bear market and I wasn't too interested about a 600% jump in AMP this cycle, let's say I wait for the peak of the market, I wait for it to get up to 39 cents and I wait for it to drop 96.88%. What would we be looking at for the next bull run in 2025? Just as a bit of fun, what is the AMP price then? Well, in my projection, on the bearish side, we'll be looking at $1.61 for AMP in 2025. And on the bullish projection, all the way up there at $6.89. That means for you, a potential, after buying from the bottom, 54,000% growth. I would say AMP has done nothing. We've seen this consolidation period. Obviously it's only been up really since its start, but because we've been working within this channel here and we've got fractals to indicate that we could go up there, the Fibonacci was conducive. These are Fibonacci lines that I put here. The fractal lines up just with that. So I would say that this is a really, really solid coin to get into, more so in the bear market, which is what I'm advising everyone on this channel. If 700% on growth on your coin sounds good, then this is the coin for you probably. But if it doesn't sound good because you've got options in Bitcoin Cash and Sia Coin and Zcash and Dash all going up thousands of percentage points left until the top of the Fibonacci's, then maybe, maybe this 700 is not as interesting to you. but it's not just 700% when you buy at the bottom. So that's my advice for AMP. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, we've been growing like mad. 4 days ago, we're on 28 subscribers, and we have grown 201 subscribers in 4 days. So people must be liking the videos. I'm obviously working hard at it. We've got loads of price predictions here. I do, personal finance tips and tricks and lessons and market updates and all kinds of stuff. So you also get a 10x pump on any coin you want when you subscribe. Let me know what number subscriber you were. I do have a course coming out soon. I'm working on it. It's just a lot of work. It's going to explain all the chart reading in basic forms. I'll also be doing some members only live streams and one-to-one Zoom calls for the Ultra members to go through your personal finance, your exit strategies, all of that stuff. You'll get every month, you'll get kind of half an hour on Zoom with me to chat about your portfolio. It's not financial advice, we're just talking like friends, but I'm just a guy on the charts who likes reading the charts and is sharing some understanding. So if you're interested in all of that, please hit subscribe and like this video. It'll really help out with the algorithm. Thank you.